Did you ever wanted to look at a chart of Bitcoin, the model that treats Bitcoin comparable to other commodities such as gold, silver, or platinum? Did you ever wanted to look at a chart that is taking a Bitcoin's scarcity into account, not just the regular price action? As you know, gold, silver, or platinum are known as a store of value commodities. They retain their value over long time frames due to their relative scarcity. You cannot significantly increase their supplies. That is, taking that mining gold or mining silver cannot be made exponentially more that is happening today already in the world. So the supply is pretty much limited. And Bitcoin is similar because it is also scarce. You can say that Bitcoin is the first ever scarce digital object to exist along these metals that are here almost forever. Bitcoin has a limited number of coins in existence, and for now we mined approximately 18 million, 43 million. That is still for mankind to mine. A lot of power and electricity will be needed. The supply rate of Bitcoin is therefore also consistently low. Today, I will present you with a chart that is taken into account all that we stated, and that is also making a price prediction based on it. If you are long enough in the crypto community, you probably already heard of. It's the stock to flow model. So, after you subscribe to this channel, and before we dig any deeper into this magnificent chart and a very reliable price predictor for Bitcoin, let's roar. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the stock to flow model. You can see that the price and the model is dating all the way to 2011. Now, before we dig any deeper into this model, into this chart, let's go to the description and see what this model is all about. What is stock to flow ratio anyway? Well, stock to flow ratios are used to evaluate the current stock of a commodity, in this case Bitcoin, against the flow of new production. That is the amount minted that specific year. Now, for store of value commodities that we already mentioned, like gold, platinum, or silver, a high ratio indicates that they are mostly not consumed in industrial applications. Of course, the majority is stored as a monetary hedge, and that is driving up the stock to flow ratio. A higher ratio indicates that the commodity is increasingly scarce and therefore more valuable as a store of value. You already know, and that is mentioned pretty much all the time in the media. One of Bitcoin's great traits is its scarcity. There is only 21 million of them. For now, only 18 millions, and there will never be more than 21 million Bitcoins. Now, we must go to the quick description of how to view the chart. Please don't fall asleep, because after that we are coming back to the interesting part. And they are stating that the price is overlaid on the top of the stock to flow ratio line. The significance of all this is that the price has continued to follow that line of stock to flow Bitcoin over time. With that in mind, we can in theory predict where the price may go by observing the projected stock to flow line. I will show you on the chart how that was made in the past and how we can predict the price of Bitcoin in the future based on this line. The colored dots on the price line show the number of days until the next Bitcoin halving. You will know what the Bitcoin halving is, and they are scheduled to every 210,000 blocks. That is 4 years, until the maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoins. Well, that makes our ratio higher, so in theory price should go up. This is just in theory, but also in real life, in Bitcoin's history, that also held true. The line also incorporates a 365-day average into the model to smooth out the changes caused in the market by the halving events. On the lower section we will see a divergence chart, which will show us the difference between price and stock to flow. When the price go above our stock to flow line, that is where the divergence line will turn from green to red, and allowing us to easily see how price interacts with this stock to flow through market cycles over time. Now, this chart is created by Plan B and is a pretty new chart. It's only created last year, but don't be fooled. It's a powerful chart that will be here to stay. Now let's get back to the more visually interesting stuff, where we can do our analysis. So this is our stock to flow line, 365-day average. It's all across this chart, this red line. On top of that line we will draw our Bitcoin price. As mentioned, this Bitcoin price is drawn with dots in different colors, and those are days until next halving. We are currently at around red color, right? So that means that we just surpassed halving and have less than 4 years, something like that, 3.5 years until the next one. In the lower part of this chart, this is our divergence line. The line that is showing us when the price of Bitcoin goes above the stock flow line, and that is when it is red, or when it goes below the stock flow line, and now that is green. Now we can analyze this chart from so many perspectives. For example, much can be said on this divergence line, but the most easiest way to interpret this divergence line is to buy when green and to sell when red. It's really that simple. Just one example, in 2013, if you sold here, you would make a significant profit after you bought this area when it was green. Where are we now? We are at the green area, indicating a good buying opportunity for the future, not for the next month, but for the next year or two. Okay, now let's focus on the price and the correlation with stock to flow 365-day average. Our current price development is what color? As we said, red. Same as here, same as here. Those are days closest to halvening, after the halvening happened already. And as you can see, somewhere in the middle, when the price becomes yellow, we are reaching our peaks. Why not take this into account and make our strategy of buying and selling based on this? So you buy after the halving, you sell when the price turns yellow. With that into account, can we expect this? Well, absolutely, why not? The trend, the chart is showing us this. Now, what is the correlation between the price and the stock to flow line? In 2017, this line predicted Bitcoin at around $6,000. Of course, that people, I bet you, in this area didn't believe that this is possible. But we not only came to the $6,000, but to the most significant level are all-time highs of $20,000. So we surpassed the line and the projection of $6,000. This type of analysis and move can be done in the future and was already done in the past. I must say that many people, I would say the majority, does believe that Bitcoin can go as high as this model is predicting. I absolutely believe it. Now let's do the price prediction based on this chart. If you follow the line, what is the price that it's suggesting to us? It's very easy. It's $100,000. So, by the probability, can we go to $100,000? No, ladies and gentlemen. By the probability, we are going higher. As we surpassed in 2017 $6,000 and skyrocketed all the way to $20,000. Is it foolish to think that Bitcoin in 2021-22 will be worth around this line? In my opinion, this line is about $200,000. So yes, I'm saying that in the next 2 years, Bitcoin is not only go to $100,000, but surpass it and hover somewhere around $200,000. Okay, at this time maybe this is crazy, but into 2016 the prediction of 6,000 or even 20,000 was also crazy. And this is how this model is interpreted, at least in my head. So I can explain it to you. You can accept this analysis or decline it. It's up to you. I'm giving you the facts. Now, I want to know, do you think that my assessment of $200,000 is possible, or I'm overly bullish? Let me know in the comments. And until the next video, the Cryptosaurus is roaring with you.